My step-siblings said I wasn't a real family and didn't deserve any of Dad's inheritance. The estate lawyer had a very different document to read. When did I realize my step-siblings never saw me as family? When they showed up to Dad's hospital room with a lawyer before he was even cold. Dad wasn't my biological father. He was my parents' best friend since college. When I was 10, a drunk driver crossed the median on Highway 58 and hit our car head-on. Mom and Dad died instantly. I survived with a broken collarbone and nightmares that lasted years. Robert stepped up without hesitation. He was single, had no kids, and no legal obligation to take me in. But he showed up at the hospital the day after the accident and told me I'd never be alone. He adopted me officially 6 months later, gave me his last name, made me his son. When I was 13, Dad met Linda at a work conference. She had 2 kids from her previous marriage, Craig, who was 16, and Danielle, who was 15. They got married within a year. Linda resented me from the start. He only took you in out of guilt, she told me once when Dad wasn't home. Your parents were his friends. He felt obligated. Don't confuse that with love. Craig and Danielle followed her lead, but Dad himself was different. He taught me everything my biological father never got the chance to, helped me fix my first car, showed up to every baseball game even when Linda complained. When I graduated, he hugged me and whispered, "Your parents would be proud." I know I am. Dad got sick last January, pancreatic cancer, stage 4. He was gone within 8 weeks. Those final days, Linda barely let me visit, said I was upsetting him by being there. Craig actually blocked me from entering the hospice room once, saying the family needed private time. The day after Dad passed, I got a group text, "Family meeting tomorrow at 2 p.m. Estate matters, don't be late." I showed up to find Linda, Craig, Danielle, and a lawyer I'd never seen before sitting in Dad's living room. Linda didn't offer condolences, just launched right in. "Robert left everything to me, obviously," she said. "The house, the accounts, the business, these documents make that clear." The lawyer nodded and started reading from papers I'd never seen. "What about me?" I asked quietly. Craig actually laughed. "You? Come on, Cooper. You're not real family. Dad felt guilty about your parents dying. He kept you around out of obligation, nothing more." Danielle nodded. "You should be grateful he gave you a roof at all. Most people wouldn't raise their friend's orphan." Linda smiled tightly. "Robert did leave you his fishing gear and your parents' photo albums. That seems appropriate given the circumstances." I sat there stunned. Dad's old tackle box and pictures of the family I lost. That was it. After 17 years, something felt wrong. Dad wouldn't do this. Not the man who chose me when he didn't have to, who promised I'd always be taken care of. I asked to see the documents. Linda's lawyer hesitated but handed them over. The will was dated 6 months ago, right when Dad got his diagnosis. The signature looked slightly off, the R too looped. Dad always wrote tight, compact letters. "I'd like my own lawyer to review these," I said. Linda's face flickered. "That's really not necessary. Everything's straightforward. Then you won't mind waiting." 2 days later, I sat in the office of Patricia Hobbs, an estate attorney. She examined Linda's documents carefully. Then she looked up. "These aren't your father's final wishes. The signature shows signs of guided hand, common when someone is manipulated while medicated. More importantly, I have something else." She pulled out a thick envelope. "Your father contacted me privately in December. He suspected his wife might try something. He created a new will with proper witnesses, notarized, and filed with the county." My hands shook as she read. "Dad left Linda the house with lifetime residence rights, but ownership transferred to me upon her passing. His landscaping business went entirely to me. His retirement accounts were split, 50% to me, 25% each to Craig and Danielle. There was also a personal letter. I opened it right there. Cooper, if you're reading this, things went the way I feared. I want you to know something. Taking you in was never an obligation. It was the best decision I ever made. Your parents were my best friends, and losing them nearly broke me. But raising their son gave my life meaning I never expected. You are my family. Blood doesn't make family. Choice does. The business is yours because you earned it. Build something good. Love, Dad." The formal reading happened 2 weeks later. Linda's face when Patricia produced the registered documents was something I'll never forget. Craig tried arguing. "He wasn't in his right mind." Patricia smiled. "The will was witnessed by his oncologist who will testify to his mental capacity. The contest never happened. I run Dad's landscaping company now. Named it Cooper and Son. I still have the fishing gear and my parents' albums too."